Hello, I'm Julia Bell, and I'm the author of this collection of poetry, Hymnal. Diolch o galon to the Welsh Book Council for including this book as their book of the month. It's a memoir in verse about growing up in Wales in a religious family in the 70s and 80s in mid Wales, in various places, Llangella and then Abereiron and then Aberystwyth. And um, we moved there when I was 6 months old because my father became a vicar. So this is just this how I remember things, I suppose, in small little snapshots. And I feel like this is a book of snapshots, um, spread along a line that adds up into something I hope that is something like a memoir. So I'm just going to read about six poems from this, starting with a very early memory from the National Eisteddfod in Carmarthen in 1975. And there's a photograph of me on the flat here, which is the photograph that um, I suppose I based this poem on. So it's National Eisteddfod Carmarthen, 1975. All day eating crisps in a bonnet, dressed like a Welsh lady. I ride a bumpy Shetland pony, pet a goat. My brother burbles in the pushchair. It rains. How it rains. We shelter in the tent with a nuclear power, no thanks, and the fishy hippies, and my mother is suspicious of their new age ways and vegan sandwiches. Everything smells brown. There are people riding horses, women doing difficult things with a harp. The grass is rough and tussocky, and flags flap for the Welsh gnats and their hard language. Later, we watch livestock displayed, sheep, rams, bullocks, especially the bullocks, herded by tense men with red cheeks who look like grocers in stained green coats and flat caps. Rough hands who reek of farms, same as their fathers and their fathers' fathers and their fathers before that, right back to Owain Glyndŵr, and before that, the age of dragons. These are the people we have come to tell. They need to know they're going to hell. And then another poem from the Llangella period, which was really where I learned Welsh, and I learned how to speak Welsh. And this is a poem I don't read very often. It's called Language Lessons, and it's written in kind of Welsh and English, as you'll see. And I don't remember how, at Bryn Saran School, I bent my mouth around the sound, copying children in the playground, chwarae with the hard walls of the throat. Days passed in front of the blackboard, beneath a dried cork, which points its forked tongue at Miss Evans, my teacher, who yesterday I mistook for my mother. Fion's brother said she was a fucking cow. Gurry ar gurry, clippity clop from Heffield D, all day. Songs about riding black horses and red dragons and white sheep. Inside the words is a world of ancient intercessions, loud sounds in which the tongue slips like llaeth, a harder, slippier word for milk, or monkey, swinging on the jungle gym. Now we are counting, un, dau, three, old as Ogham, scratching on the stones like people tallying weeks in jail. Children, use I fen. Miss Evans taps her head often, and then Rian needs the toilet. Wayne has made a smell. Home time nears. Mother asks me what I learned at school. This and that, I say, and repeat what Fion's brother thinks of Miss Evans. Don't you dare use that language in this house, young lady. You wash your mouth out. As you well know, we only speak the words of God round here. And then moving forward a little bit, the vicarage in Llangella was a sort of pebble dash modern house next to a row of council houses, and then there was a village shop and a village school and a church, and not much else. And this is what I remember about the people next door. It's called Next Door's Ford Cortina. From the bedroom window, we disapprove of cousins, brothers, sons, heathens. Welsh as the hills, whole families on the council, a village of them, sprawled around the houses next door. Cans of double diamond, packs of players number six, Big Daddy, boss hog on the overgrown lanes, taking sloppy corners, the spill of summer scratching his paintwork. Every Sunday we troop off to church in our Sunday best while he polishes his jalopy. Jesus saves, we tell him primly as we pass. He grunts a bleary yachidar. He knows where he is going, and never mind. And then moving forward into Aberaeron, I think I'll read a couple of pieces from the Aberaeron section when I was a bit older, moving into being a teenager. And this is a poem about, I suppose, my emerging sexuality. This is called Hair Curlers. Mother has a new contraption, part sci-fi, part fetish gear, which allows her to set her perm while she does the ironing. The motor sits across her shoulder like a handbag, and she wears a hood puffed up in a latex cloud. She looks alien, modern, and somehow sexual. I don't know why I want to know it, or why I want to know it now, but I have a very important question. Mom, what's a lesbian? And then this one is about going on the French exchange from Aberaeron all the way to northern France to, as you'll see, it's called French exchange. Of course we go to Brest, the only kind of foreign suitable for a preacher's daughter. Je m'appelle Julia, comment allez-vous? I slide my tongue inside the language, thinking it will make me cool, like red wine and cigarettes. Here there are supermarkets big as sheds, Nutella, Gouloir, a whiff of sex, the vinegar of table wine. Old ladies show their lace, cheese smells of feet, and there are snails. In the French house with the French people, it is foggy with Gitane and the dark of the French father, who, after fighting with his wife, cuts the lawn in a thunderstorm. I watch him from the bedroom window, churning grass to silage, swearing blue merde, electricity simmering in the foreign air. In the morning, I have my ears pierced in the market in Quimper. Two golden studs gleam all the way home. My Jezebel ears, my souvenir. And finally, I'll finish, I think, with this um, poem, which was about other vicar's family who came to visit and parked their caravan on the lawn of the vicarage. And this is called The Other Vicar's Daughter. There is a family with a caravan parked on our front lawn, another vicar on holiday, saving money on site fees. They have a daughter, older than me, only a few months, but in the mediation of teenage time, Jurassic. Also, they are from England. At her insistence, we play loud, unfamiliar games with rules I don't understand. Someone slams my finger in the door. She is pure vicar's daughter, pure will, feral in her competition. I don't even know what we're competing for, except suddenly I lose my temper and the atmosphere of the vicarage chills. I try to turn my back, serious, bigger. I have books to read, but this makes her even more annoyed. She comes into my room, listens to my music, rearranges all my Cindy dolls into submissive positions, while telling me how she prays 10 times a day. When they leave, I take a shower. There are creatures drowning in the soapy water, and everyone is itchy. Penitently, we comb our hair. Holding jelly eggs to the light, I ask my mother what they are. She bites her lip. Parasite, she replies. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the book, and Diolch yn fawr to the Welsh Book Council for picking this for April. Thank you.